And this is Sabina here. Welcome to Healthy Bridge Bites. Let's cook and bake. Today we have Vishnupriya from Trichy. She is a healthy baker. She is a founder of Ragaram Bakes. Hope Priya have pronounced it properly. She's from Trichy and she takes orders also. So I'll be giving all the details in the description box. You can check out her Facebook page and Insta handle and check out her creative work. Priya, thanks for joining Healthy Bridge Bites. Today, Priya will be sharing vegan chocolate cake along with chocolate ganache in an easy way. So welcome, Priya. So let's get started with the ingredients and baking. As we are going along, we can talk about Priya's journey towards healthy baking.
Sure. Thank you so much, Healthy Bridge Bites, and for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I will be doing a vegan chocolate cake along with an easy chocolate ganache. So during this pandemic, we shall be able to do this easy chocolate cake at our home with minimal ingredients. I guess we shall start.
Yeah.
Right.
So can we go through the ingredients first? So the ingredients list will be given in the description box as well. You can check it out. So Priya will also be letting us know. So let's start, Priya.
Yeah, sure. So the veg ingredients for this cake will be 3/4 cup of powdered jaggery. I have measured and I have kept here, and 3/4 cup of water and 1/4 cup of oil. So I shall just add 1/4 cup of.
Priya, have you sieved the jaggery powder?
No, I have not. I'll just mix everything well and I'll filter it finally.
Okay. So is this water at room temperature or warm water?
No, water should be at room temperature. It should not be hot at all.
Okay.
So I'm going to add this 1/4 cup of oil to this jaggery powder.
Okay. So which oil are you using?
I'm using cold pressed coconut oil and I'm comfortable with this.
So there won't be any after flavors of coconut?
No, so far I have used cold pressed coconut oil and I have not felt any difference at all. I guess it should work well.
So what would be the
alternate there are even oil? Alternates. Yeah, there are even alternates like you can use vegetable oil or unrefined vegetable oil, or even you can use ghee, melted ghee, and melted butter with the same proportion. Like 1/4 cup of melted butter and melted ghee should work fine. It will work.
As this is a vegan version, we'll be using oil. If it's version, we can use ghee or butter.
Yes.
The same proportion.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I'm going to add 3/4 cup of water to this, and I'm measuring in my 1/4 cup, and now I'm going to add in 3 times.
Okay. So this is at room temperature.
Yes. 2 and 3. Yes, I have added, and now it's going to be the mixing part. So just whisk it completely until the jaggery powder has been melted, dissolved completely, and also the oil and the water have been mixed like an emulsion. It formed like an emulsion.
Okay. Okay. So Priya, tell me more about yourself. How you started with healthy baking?
So the necessity is the key, actually. When I had the necessity of giving healthy bakes to my kids, it started by 2016 and 17. I had immense need for feeding my daughter. So she's the sole reason. She and my son.
Okay. All credit goes to your.
Exactly.
Okay.
Goes to the kids, seriously. So I suffered a lot by searching good teething biscuits during her 8th month.
Mhm.
Already she stopped taking mother feed by her 4 months itself.
Mhm.
And so I desperately searched for some good bakes for her during the teething time. So
Okay.
for weaning and all, I was not able to find the proper healthy baked good in the market. So
Mhm.
I was scared literally.
Oh.
So to find all the ingredients inside a single piece of Ajwain teething biscuit in the market, I was completely scared. And so before that, I was making cakes with the whole wheat flour, jaggery powder, eggs, curd, coconut oil. All those experiments were going on side by side.
Mhm.
And so when this need for getting teething biscuits, I started to make on my own by
Okay.
adding whole wheat flour and palm sugar,
Mhm.
powdered form of palm candy, sifted
Okay.
twice or thrice,
Mhm.
discarding everything else. And then finally adding the tinge of cardamom powder, dry ginger powder. What are
Okay.
all the natural ingredients we are available with our
Okay,
home?
so you
So
have
I made it.
experimented a lot.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I have made it, and the moment I got it right, my joy was unbounded.
Okay.
Seriously, I was on cloud 9.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
my
you do
son
take
liked it a lot.
orders, right?
Yes, I do take orders as well.
Okay. So what are the things you're taking orders for, and what is it only limited to Kochi, or like other people can also enjoy?
We do bake cakes, breads, cookies without baking powder and baking soda,
Mm-hmm.
breads with the least amount of yeast we can do, and also brownies, celebration cakes, pizzas, garlic breads, what are all the baked goods, focaccias we are doing. And as of now, we are making only within the cheap for breads and buns.
Mm-hmm.
So it has been mixed well right now, and
Okay.
I'm going to sift it. I'm going to filter it.
So you're shipping cookies to southern India, right?
Yes, I'm shipping cookies to southern India. Cakes, I'm shipping to Tamil Nadu alone. Within Tamil Nadu alone, I'm shipping right now. I'm not sure of the delay. And since we are not using any preservatives, I feel it is a bit tough to ship all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Jaggery powder and oil are
Okay.
the 3 ingredients.
Can you show us the
So,
texture, please?
yes, here it is. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the ingredient for the wet ingredient is this sprig vanilla extract, and I'm going to add it. A teaspoon.
So we can use chocolate extracts as well, right?
As far as it is good branded, I would suggest that, not the local brands.
Okay. Okay.
Can go for some good branded vanilla. Like few have suggested like Ozoro Belgian chocolate extract as well.
Mm-hmm.
So until it is extract, it is fine. Not the essence, you can go.
Okay.
So our wet ingredients are ready, and now I'm going to add this 1 cup whole wheat flour along with a pinch of salt here.
Okay.
And
So
then
you're using 200 ml or 240 ml cup?
I'm using 240 ml. My cup is 240 ml.
Okay.
And then goes the 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder.
Mm-hmm.
And then again half a teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay.
I have already added a pinch of salt, and so there is no need of adding again.
Okay.
I'm just going to sift it.
So we are not adding baking powder to this?
No, we are not adding baking powder. Baking soda is enough.
Okay.
And the beauty of this recipe is this is
Mhm.
a no-fail recipe, and I am doing this since 2015. Since
Okay.
2015, this is my no-fail foolproof chocolate cake recipe.
Mhm.
So initially, when I started my baking experience when we were in the UK because of my husband's relocation,
Mhm.
and I was worried of giving the bakes to my kid. So I
Oh.
was worried what if everything was made of all-purpose flour only there, and we could not get any natural healthy bakes there.
Mhm.
So from that year, I have started doing this recipe, and
Okay.
now I have sifted it very well.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to mix it completely till we get a smooth batter without any lumps.
Okay.
I'm not going to overmix anymore. So
Mhm.
I'm just mixing in a gentle way.
Okay. Okay. So for this proportion, what size tin we will be using?
The tin size shall be a 7-inch or 6-inch. 6-inch or 7-inch should work fine.
Okay. So this will yield to half kg? Yeah.
Yeah, this will yield around 500 grams of cake.
Okay. Okay. So what are your specialties, Vishnupriya, or the best sellers?
The best sellers are the daily staples like cookies and breads. People here like our bakes so much because everything is completely made with homemade ingredients and right from the whole wheat flour, ragi flour, and jawar, sorghum, whatever it is, we make at our home itself. We don't get store bought. And then we use least amount of yeast to get the breads proofed. And so it takes much time actually, but still it is gut friendly, and so people love it here. And I am so happy to tell that our breads and cookies are the best sellers here.
Okay. Okay.
Including everything will be loved by the fellow people. Once they get from us, they never go back to store bought, and that is the happiest thing I can share.
Great. That's great. Okay.
Thank you. So I'm going to add, and the final stage, it is bit thick. So if at all it is needed, you can add some water to this. Because some flour will take less amount of water and some flour will take more amount of water. So I'm just going to add a few tablespoons of water here and again mixing.
Okay. What should be the consistency?
It should be in a pouring consistency.
Okay.
So right now my batter is lump free and it is like this. I hope it is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by this moment, I will be adding a juice from half a lemon.
Okay.
Since we are not adding any baking powder to this recipe, lemon juice or vinegar, the same amount of vinegar can be added even. So this will act as the agent here. Moist and soft even after hours.
Okay.
So once you have added this lemon juice to this, give a brisk stir. So I'm just going to divide the batter into two.
For a celebration cake, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So here is the batter consistency. So once we mix the lemon juice to the batter, it should be used immediately. Like it should not be prolonged. It can be. I'm sorry. It
It
should not
cannot
be
be
kept
kept
out
for a
for
long
a
time.
prolonged time. Yes, it should not be kept out for a prolonged times because the action of baking soda plus lemon juice will take action, and your batter will be looking like soapy feel. You will
Hmm.
feel the soapy
It
texture in
will
your
release
batter.
the carbon dioxide, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Hmm.
And now I have poured around half of the tin. So I have mixed it equally. I
Okay.
have divided it equally. And so I'm just going to tap it for a few times just for the release of the carbon dioxide over the batter. Just few taps are enough. And these are going to be inside my preheated oven. I have already preheated for 10 minutes in 200 degrees. So this is working for my oven. And just a minute.
So it's kept in the middle rack.
Yes, it is kept in the middle.
Is the fan turned on?
Don't turn my fan on. And this is working fine for my oven.
Okay.
So
So
during
only low
last,
rod, right?
yes, only lower rod, bake mode option.
Okay. Okay. So how many minutes will it take?
Since I have divided the batter into two, I think it will take around some 20 minutes to get done.
Okay.
If I
Okay.
have poured in the entire tin, it will take around some 30 to 40 minutes.
Hmm.
Since
So
I
we
have
can do the
divided
toothpick test and we can do the toothpick test and we can figure it out, right?
yes, yes. So these are the cupcakes I have made in the previous batch, as the previous batch, and these are going to be a dessert for my kids tomorrow.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm sure they are going to
a real good
they are going
surprise.
to relish. Yes. So to tell about the texture, it is very soft and moist enough. And I'm going to frost them with my homemade chocolate ganache as well.
Okay. So shall we start with the ganache?
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah.
So for the ganache, I have started heating up the pan with some water. So I'm just going to melt the chocolate in double boiler. I have started heating the water right now, and it is being heated. So I'm just going to chop the chocolates finely so that it gets melted easily. I'm using my dark chocolate.
And it's roughly around 1 cup?
Yeah, it is around 1 cup.
Okay.
So for making the ganache, few important steps are there. We would tell is the bowl should be clean and dry. Not even since chocolate is water phobic, there should not be any single droplet of water over the bowl. If it is there, then your chocolate will be collapsed and you will not get a completely melted chocolate. So I would tell you to use a clean, dry bowl. Not necessarily to use a glass bowl. You can use even your stainless steel bowls as well. But make sure that it is clean and dry enough.
Okay. And it shouldn't be touching the water as well while double boiling?
It should not touch. Yes. It should not touch the water as well. And also the heat should be evenly spreaded out. So for the initial few seconds, no stirring as well as required.
Okay.
So
So for this ganache, we don't require any thermometer, right?
No, we don't require any thermometer at all. Okay. So I'm just going to add my chopped chocolates into my clean, dry bowl. And my water is also heated up. And just I'm going to place it over. Okay. My setup actually. And my water is boiling at the minimum.
Okay.
The minimum temperature. So
if it's on a gas stove, it should be at a lower flame.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And the surface is not being touched by the water.
Okay.
So this is my water level.
Okay, so it's
And
not
it's
touching
being
the above bowl.
boiling. Yeah, exactly. And I am just placing it right there. That
Okay.
is all.
Okay.
My chocolate has started to melt very well.
Uh,
It's done. My chocolate is melted completely.
okay.
So since we are using dark chocolate, it is very easy to melt. This will get melted in few seconds itself.
Okay. So
The
butter
hot,
is not required.
no, butter is not at all required. This will give the perfect glossy finish. So my
Okay.
chocolate has been melted like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the completely, and even though we have melted it completely, there might be few tiny granules over this chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
which is unknown, which is hidden to our eyes. So what I would suggest is after melting this chocolate to this stage, we shall take it out and then add your cream to this, mix it very well, and then filter it or strain it with a strainer.
Okay.
So in that way, the tiny granules will be left over. And so while piping for the rosettes or kind of decoration things, the ganache will be smooth enough. It will
Okay.
be smooth and it will give you the luscious feel as well. I have added 1 cup of chocolate, and so I'm just going to add half a cup of cream here.
Okay.
The proportion I am using is 1:2, 1 part cream and 2 parts of chocolate.
Okay.
And so
So
half a cup
this
of
cream
cream
is
goes.
at room temperature or it's chilled?
No, this cream is under room temperature. So I have taken half a cup of cream and I'm just going to add here. I have used Amul. And I'll be mixing it. So initially it will be like hardening, but the cream will smoothen the chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
and so it will give you a good luscious feel as well. And there is no need of addition of butter as well.
Okay.
So
So this
look,
quantity is good enough to decorate a half kg cake?
yes, completely. You
Okay.
can layer the cake, you can even fill and frost, you can even pipe some of the decorations as well.
Okay.
So now it may look like this,
Mm-hmm.
but once you strain it completely, your cream, your ganache will be smooth and luscious. Time for me to strain this completely, and this is working for me completely fine for the over past few years completely.
Okay.
So I prefer using this. And now I am going to just pour the ganache into my strainer. Just going to strain it completely.
So it's not hot. You're using a plastic strainer, so it's not hot.
No, it is not hot. Since the cream
Cream
is
is
under
the.
room temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, cream is under room temperature. It will not be hot.
Okay.
So I have made here. I knew this will be difficult,
Mm-hmm.
yet gives you the perfect result as well.
Okay.
So addition of cream to the hot chocolate gives you the proper result, I guess.
Okay.
Some will do in many ways, like heating up the chocolate and the cream as well, microwaving it for a few minutes or
Mm-hmm.
few seconds as well. But I feel this as the easier thing.
Okay. Okay.
About ganache is the chilling time. The
Mm-hmm.
more time you are giving to chill the ganache or set the ganache, it gives you the proper result. So in hurry or in haste, the ganache will not work out very well.
Okay. But in case, So if we need a pouring consistency, this stage will be good enough, right? We don't have to.
Yes. You
refrigerate.
don't need to chill for pouring consistency or giving drips over the cakes. But for piping or filling and frosting, I suggest at least a minimum chilling time of around some 2 to 3 hours at least. The
Okay.
more it sets, the more the more perfection will be seen in your cakes and cupcakes as well.
Okay. It should be kept in the freezer or refrigerator?
No, it should be refrigerated. No need of keeping in the
Okay.
fridge.
Can we make
So
ahead
this
and
is my
keep this for how many days it is good enough?
for 2 weeks we will suggest usually. So
Okay, in the
for 2 weeks it
refrigerator.
will be good enough. Yes.
Okay, in an airtight container.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay.
So just look at my ganache. It is luscious.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
looking
so
lovely
very
and glossy without even without the butter, right?
yes. Even without butter, it is very glossy.
Hmm.
So I'm just going to chill it in my fridge.
Okay.
I have made a previous batch of this ganache, and it is here.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pipe it over my cupcakes, and I'm going to add few of my crushed pistachios for the bright color.
Okay.
For the piping, I'm going to use 1M tip,
Okay.
Wilton. So here is my ganache into my piping bag, and so I'm just going to pipe it. Done. So here is my cupcakes frosted with chocolate ganache.
That looks so lovely.
Shows the crushed pistachios as well.
Okay. For sprinklers, you are using a healthy version of chopped
Yes.
nuts.
I don't do final output. I hope it is clear.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been around some 20 minutes, and I'm going to check for my cakes which have been inside the oven. So let me check with the toothpick test.
So it has risen equally, right? Without any cracks and
Yes,
everything.
without any cracks.
Can you
Everything
tilt and
is
show,
sweet.
please?
Yeah, sure. With pleasure, actually. Here it is.
That's lovely without any cracks. It's a smooth
Yes.
top.
We shall not remove the crumbs. You can frost it just like that. It is very easy to do.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. Thank you so much, Priya, for showing this lovely recipe, and it's so easy. And vegan lovers are going to love this recipe, and definitely I'm going to give it a try. So thank you so much for joining us and sharing your recipe with us.
Thank you so much, Healthy Bridge Bites, Sabiha, for giving this wonderful opportunity. It feels so honored for me to join with you and sharing an easy recipe for you all. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.